A girl who brought spark to Neverland.
Once upon a time, in a magic land called Neverland, there lived a girl named Oceana Livbra. Neverland was a beautiful way where we than an crazy land, but it had no electric and no school. Oceana was course and went to Carmore about to work. The dream of studying in a place with books, say and technology was fed to grow and exploration already been never.
One evening, Oceana sat beside her mother. Mommy, Oceana said softly, I want to study in another world. Here in Neverland, we have no electricity, no schools, only old stories. I want to learn real science. Her mother looked at her with love. If you really want to learn, then go to the human world. Your aunt lives there, and you can stay at her house while you study. Really, Mommy? Oceana's eyes shone. Her mother nodded and gave her a small bag full of gold coins. Take this with you. In the human world, this can help you. Remember, Oceana, even though you come from a rich family, use your heart wisely. Learn and bring hope back to Neverland. Oceana hugged her tightly, and the next day, Oceana asked Captain Hook to help her travel to a human city where she could go to school. Captain Hook, who was usually a scary pirate, smiled and agreed. He took her across the seas and clouds to the human world with his big ship. When she arrived, Oceana felt nervous, but excited. She brought gold coins to exchange for human money, and the bank staff were surprised. Wow, you are very unique and rich, one teller said. Oceana felt happy to be accepted.
But soon, life in the city was not as easy as they thought. She became a new transfer student in the city school. At first, the teacher welcomed her politely, but the students were curious. One day, during break time, some students came to her desk. What's your name? Where are you from? They asked. Oceana smiled sadly. My name is Oceana. I come from Neverland. Neverland? One boy repeated. Yes, Oceana explained honestly. It's beautiful island where fairies dance, pray to sail. But we don't have electricity or school. The student stared at her for a moment, then suddenly burst out laughing. Ha ha ha, Neverland, that pets don't exist. We're just making up stories. Wow, our transfer student is so delusional. Maybe she thinks she is a fairy tale. Oceana felt her face turn red. She was lying. Neverland was real to her. But the more she tried to explain, the more they mocked her. Neverland girl, they sent. Oceana was bullied more and more. She was bullied in the classroom, in the cafeteria, and even on her way home. Sometimes they threw paper at her, sometimes they whispered behind her back. Some students were jealous, others just thought she was too different. One day, during a session class, a student knocked over her books and laughed. Look at her, she don't even know how to simple experiment and use a laptop properly. Others shouted. Then the boys pushed her box to the ground and laughed. Oceana picked them up silently. But isn't her hurt? She was very hurt. She started to doubt herself. I don't belong here, she thought. Maybe I should just go back to Neverland. Oceana almost cried, but she remembered why the same. One afternoon, while we were walking alone from school, Oceana saw a tall singing tower in the middle of the city. It was the tower of electricity, sending light to every home, school, and skyscraper. Oceana stopped and stared. The difference between this modern city and her dark, simple hometown of Neverland felt surreal. If this city can have such power, why can Neverland? She whispered. Then a wild idea came to her, something no one in Neverland had ever imagined. Oceana wants to build her own tower, not just a tower of light, but one that broke known as well. She called it Edu Satellite, a tower of education and electricity for all children in Neverland. Will Sis was lost in doubt, framed from her school here again. Look at her! She's staring at the tower like a villager who has never seen like before. Ha ha ha, what a country girl.
Oceana felt embarrassed and sad. The cruel words hurt, but she tried to stay strong. Just as teasing got worse, a city boy stepped forward to stop them. His name was Peter Pan. With a firm voice, Peter Pan said, "Stop it! Leave her alone! You don't know anything about her. It's shameful to mock someone just because they are different." The kids fell silent for a moment, then walked away grumbling. Peter Pan turned to Oceana with a warm smile. "Hey, don't listen to them. In a big city like this, people often forget how to be kind," he said. Oceana still sat, lifted her head. Her eyes were teary but full of gratitude. In this strange and harsh city, someone had stood up for her. Peter Pan asked kindly, "What's your name?" "My name is Oceana Libera," she answered softly. Peter smiled. "That's a beautiful name. Where are you really from? You don't seem like other students here." Oceana looked nervous, but she decided to be honest. I come from Neverland." Peter's eyes widened. "Neverland? Are you serious?"
Yes, Oceana nodded. It's a magical island. There are berries, pirates, forests, and seas. But there is no electricity, no schools. Children there can't study like the children in the city. That's why I came here. I want to build something new, something I call Edu Satellite. It will give light and education to everyone in Neverland. Peter gasped in surprise. "I know that place. I have been to Neverland before. I fought my greatest enemy, Captain Hook, there." His eyes sparkled with memories. "I never thought I would meet someone from there again." Her face glowed with happiness. "Then you believe me? You don't think I'm lying?" "Of course I believe you," Peter said firmly. "Neverland is real, and your dream is amazing." For the first time, Oceana felt truly accepted. She smiled with tears in her eyes. "Thank you, Peter. But how can I ever build something so big?" Peter offered his hand. Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. Let's go back to Neverland together. We will explain your idea to the people. And with their help, we can build your Edu satellite.
Oceana took his hand. With Peter Pan's magic, they flew high into the sky, above the clouds and across the stars, until Neverland appeared below them. Oceana felt happy that she could fly across the sky. As soon as they landed, Oceana's mother came running. "Oceana," her mother cried, holding her daughter's hands. "Why are you back here so suddenly? I thought you were studying in the city." Oceana took a deep breath. "Mama, I learned many things in the city, but I also realized something important. Neverlands need more than just dreams. We need lights and education. That's why Peter Pan and I want to build something called Edu Satellite, a tower that can bring both electricity and knowledge to our people." Her mother looked surprised. "Edu Satellite?" "Yes," Oceana explained, her eyes shining with determination. "It will give light to every home, and children will finally have a chance to study, just like in the city." The people of Neverland gathered around them. Many were doubtful. "But how can such a thing be built? We don't have tools or knowledge for that. This is impossible," they murmured. Oceana felt nervous, but Peter Pan stepped forward with courage. "Nothing is impossible if we work together," he said. "With magic, hard work, and hope, we can make this tower stand." Still, some villagers shook their heads in doubt. But then, everyone's surprised, Captain Hook appeared. "I may be a pirate," Hook said with a grin. "But I know this tower is so important. If it will help the children of Neverland, then I will lend my hands too." The people gasped, for Hook had never before offered help. With Peter Pan's magic, Captain Hook's strange Oceana leadership, and the hard work of the village, they began to build. Day after day, they carried stones, placed iron, and lift beams. Sometimes the work seemed too heavy, and the village wanted to give up. But then, the tower slowly grew taller, reaching toward to the sky. Finally, after many days, the Edu Satellite Tower stood strong and shining. Peter Pan waved his hand, and magic lights spread across the tower. Soon, electricity spread everywhere, and books began to shine with knowledge. All of Neverland was full of light. The whole land of Neverland was filled with light. The village cheers, their doubts gone. "We did it! We really did it!" they shout. Oceana mothers hugged her tightly. "I am so proud of you, my daughter. You brought hope to our land." Oceana looked worried, but Peter Pan raised his voice with a courage. "People of Neverland, this is tower called Edu Satellite. It will bring lights to our home, technologies, and knowledge to our children. No longer will we live in the darkness or depend only on old stories. With this tower, every child can learn and our world will shine." At first, the village were unsure, but seeing Peter Pan's patience and Oceana's determination, their doubts slowly faded. One by one, they nodded in agreement until the whole crowd cheered with hope. Together, with the help of the people, Peter Pan and Oceana built the Edu Satellite.
In the end, life became easier for many people because of Oceana Libera dream. From that day, Neverland changed. Children no longer studied only from old story. With the Edu Satellite Tower, they had lighting their homes and could read books every night. Schools were rebuilt and learning became part of their life. The people of Neverland were happy. Family felt shared. Children felt excited to learn, and everyone believed their future would be brighter. Oceana and Peter Pan were remembered as heroes, not because they were the strong, but because they were worked with kindness and courage. Even Captain Hook, who once was ferried, became part of the story as helper. No, Neverland was not only a land of dreams and magic, it became a land of hope, light, and knowledge.